Welcome back to the pit lane. It's been 1 week since we first started this new season, and we're so close to getting at least some content on track and finally seeing these cars televised going around the track.
Well, not next week.
Not until...
Well, we'll see the clips,
we'll get into it, but... thank y'all for joining us. Remember, you can find us online, pretty much every single social media platform underneath the Pit Lane Radio Show. And thank y'all for all the plays last week from the Spotify to the YouTube video. It means a lot that you guys are tuning in and interacting with that stuff. This episode is going to go up at least by Thursday night, so it won't be too long if you're not listening to it live. But we're just going to jump right into it. So, as I just said, we're so close to at least getting the start of the season underway of typical testing. So Bahrain Pre-Season testing will officially start tomorrow for us in the U.S., and we'll have 2 rounds of that. So there's 3 practice sessions this week, and 3 more next week break, and then the first Formula One race of the 2026 season in Australia.
Isn't that crazy?
5 weeks away.
No, we're starting in
3
Australia.
Weeks away. Yeah, well, that's not crazy. It's normal.
Not recently.
It was like that up until like 2019, maybe?
Yeah, it just feels like out of the ordinary. But I like a night race.
It is a night race for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just have to stay up.
I know, that's why I like watching races at night.
I do.
Yeah.
I hate waking up for races. China's going to be horrible.
And last time it was such a boring race in China, too.
I think because it rained. Or is
Did
it just
rain?
boring?
I think it was just boring.
Okay. Every time there's a boring race, I just go, it must have rained.
No.
Because that kind of usually just means it's going to suck.
That was just boring.
Got it. Okay. Well, so practice 1 obviously starts tomorrow. This first round of pre-season testing will not be televised apart from the last hour and 10 minutes on ESPN. I don't know why they're limiting television.
Only ESPN? They're just not doing Apple yet?
At least in the U.S. The Apple stuff is a bit finicky. We'll talk about it in the second half. I could do some more research on that. I really don't even know what that entails. Because from what I've read before, it's not every single race is on Apple. It's weird. I got to look into it. I'm not going to say anything until I know anything about it. But that'll come in the second half of the show. So practice 1 will start tomorrow on Wednesday the 11th. We have no real time. F1 on their website tells you it's from 1 to 10, but they don't put PM or AM, so I have no clue when this is. I would assume PM, because it's like, AM. It'd be the night for them, morning for us in Bahrain. So that's practice 1. Practice 2 will start on Thursday the 12th, and the final practice this week will start on Friday. And then session 2 will start next week on Wednesday through Friday, so the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Those will be televised. Pretty sure those will be televised on F1 TV, Apple TV, wherever you can watch that. We'll figure it out. I see Cris doing research, but I'll let him. We keep that. We need something to talk about in the latter half. But we're so close. We're so close to seeing cars.
I can't. I just like. The only thing that sucks is like you can't really like look into. You can't take anything from testing like as set in stone, like that. Like their car is good. Like obviously you can hear all the drivers talk about their car, but every driver is just gonna sandbag, and it's just we're not gonna see it until the first qualifying.
I mean, yeah, I think there's some drivers that'll be honest. I think Lewis Hamilton, obviously we saw last year, he was a little too honest about how his thoughts and opinions on the Ferrari. So maybe.
I think even Max, even from the beginning, said it wasn't good.
Yeah.
He was just like, nah.
I think the experienced drivers don't care anymore about PR, and they're like, I'm just going to say how it is.
Yeah.
But I think, testing is the first time that we'll see all of the cars and all of the drivers actually operating normally and doing their routines and going through their checks and everything. All of the drivers in 2026 should participate. It's pretty much these are the only times they can have direct feedback with the car. Up until pre-season testing in this pre-season testing in Bahrain, it's kind of been the mechanics are the ones taking the lead, figuring things out, running through their own tests, and now it's drivers get hands-on. Got to get comfortable with the car. You got 3 sessions, or 6 sessions, I guess, to figure out, does your driving style fit with this car? What are the unique attributes this car has? Now you got to figure out, it's a smaller car. Brakes may be a little different. Engines are different.
Is there like regulations on what they can change from week to week, from like this week or, yeah, I guess this week to next week?
I don't think there's anything they can't change. I think they're, if I remember correctly from last year, they're given a set amount of tires they can use through the event.
Okay.
So let's say this is not a real number.
Yeah.
Let's say you have 20 medium tires over the course of these 3 practice sessions.
Mm-hmm.
You can use them whenever. You can use all 20 in the first day or spread them out. But they get a blanket number and they have to assign softs, medium, hards. I don't know why intermediates or wets. There's no point doing that until you reach that number, that bigger number. So like last year, if I go back in my notes, I'm pretty sure they were given a certain amount of tires in each type to use. I'm not going to go back and look. It's too much effort. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okay.
It's like they can change tires, but if you have 20 total, I have 5 softs, I'll put 10 mediums, and then 5 hards. Mm-hmm. And that's what you can use.
But there's nothing they can't do from week to week.
Off the top of my head, no. I think it's pretty much just what it is, like a practice session. Like you can just change whatever you want, figure it out, get used to it. So like you'll see teams running a ultra downforce setting and just hammer it and go, all right, that's how fast we can go. And then do a low drag and you're like, all right, we'll just do mediums and long stints and we'll fill up the car with a no race limit. Like they're just going to go through everything they can. Get as much data as they can because they still have a couple weeks until they can get to a race. So they have development time if they need to. Because I mean the entire season there's no restrictions on if you can make new parts.
Yeah, I mean there is restrictions. You'll get penalties
if you go overspending.
Yeah, I mean,
but you can bring any part to any race. You can just go, hey, we got upgrades, as long as they're in line with regulations. Obviously. Yeah.
Well, that's why I was asking. Like, is there a certain amount of like upgrades per se that they can do from this week into the next week? Because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
There very well could be. Pre-season testing for me has always been something that I'm like, I'll keep up and look at the end of the day stats, see which driver is the fastest, see how many laps a car did. But I'm not like hardcore following pre-season testing because again, like you said,
you gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
Don't buy into it. I mean, like I think last year we saw a team that ended up being pretty bad. It was like, wow, those guys are really fast.
Well, do you remember 2 years ago, Alonso? They actually started really fast, even in testing, but it only lasted for like 3 races, and then
so it's a little interesting. I
mean, it's better than not having anything.
Yes, it at least will give me something to put on in the background.
Exactly.
I've been starved for F1 content. I have no clue. Has the new season Drive to Survive come out that covered last season?
No, it comes out at the end of February.
That's
each
crazy.
year.
All right, I guess right before season starts.
Before,
that makes sense. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch it because I watched the season live.
I guess I'm gonna watch it because, dude, all the behind the scenes stuff is just so good.
That would be the only reason.
Because McLaren, I feel like it's gonna be juicy.
Yeah, I just remember the first time I got into F1 is when I was sick, not with COVID in 22. And I was like, I'll watch this. I have nothing else to do for a day. And I put on the first season Drive to Survive. And back then, it was pretty much just a documentary series. It wasn't trying to build in a drama because they didn't know if it would work. And I was so hooked that once I caught up with the show, I think it was 3 seasons into the show, I just started watching Formula One. And I haven't watched a season since. Because I'm like, I'm just watching it live.
No, watching it, like... No, I think I always did because my dad always told me like what was going on.
Yeah.
But the only reason I watch it is to see like for example we got like the famous like they change your car.
Yeah,
like,
the memes that come out of that show are awesome.
All the behind the scenes stuff, like that's the things that I like from that show. But other than that, yeah, it's also just a little bit of something.
It's just content. I just need content.
Yeah.
So speaking of content, we finally have every single livery. For a while, all these teams love to stagger their reveals. Obviously, the last season was pretty unique. It was the 75th anniversary of Formula One. So it's F175. They did one big reveal for every single car livery. It was really special. That was a one-time deal. So this year went back to normal, which is, hey, I'm going to reveal my car a week out of the season. And then now it was Cadillac was the final one to deliver. They waited all the way up until the Super Bowl. And I was sat there watching the Super Bowl. I know I know you missed it, but you were a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
And so I know we were a Formula One show, but we can talk football for a second.
Man, I am so proud of the boys. I mean, people can say what they want, like easy schedule, whatever, but I mean, we beat the Rams twice. Like,
I don't think it was an easy schedule at all.
Well, people were saying like it was a cupcake final because the Patriots sucked.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm sorry, luck of the draw, I guess.
Yeah, you can say what you want, but like either the Seahawks or the Rams were going to beat them, and we beat the Rams. So I'm just so proud. I love Mike McDonald. I love what he's doing. He's like so, I don't know how to say. He's like so nerdy, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's just.
He just likes ball.
He likes ball. He's a nerd. I don't know if y'all were watching or if you were watching before the Super Bowl even started. They did like a kind of like a mini interview on him, and he was applying to like business bro jobs like 4 years ago.
That's great. And now he won a Super Bowl. So obviously Super Bowl happened. It's the biggest sporting event in America every year. You say what you want about the game. I'm happy the Seahawks won. I don't like the Patriots, so I was enjoying it. But I was truly there after the halftime show. I'm just waiting for Cadillac.
Yeah,
whenever they get to reveal it. This game's over. I just gotta wait.
So for half of the time during the game, half the time I kept checking the Cadillac Instagram because I know they had the thing in New York too.
Yeah.
The timer went up to like when the game started, so I was like, maybe they posted about it or something.
Yeah.
And then I was celebrating a turnover or something like that, and I just like. I got to like the very end of it and I saw F1 or like I heard the car or whatever, and then I turned around and it was like done. I was like, bro.
Because we texted before the game because you said shout out to the F1 fans waiting for this new livery as well.
Yeah.
And so we were like, dude, we're hyped. It was 8:37 p.m. I messaged you after seeing the reveal of Cadillac. I went, meh. And you just went, I missed it.
Yeah. But then I looked it up on Instagram and everything. I was like, wow. It's pretty, but by what you said in the video, you couldn't really even tell what happened or what it looked like.
For a reveal, obviously a Super Bowl, it's a big game spot. You're in the fourth quarter. Everybody's watching the game at this point.
Well,
maybe not everybody.
Yeah.
A majority of people are still watching. It's on TVs. It's a big deal to have a TV spot. There's only like 30-something ads that make a Super Bowl, and Cadillac was one of them. So it's a very pretty reveal, but the car in the reveal looked meh. It didn't look amazing. It didn't really translate well the yin-yang like split livery they have going.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't seen the livery of Cadillac, I would encourage you to look it up. It is, I think in our opinion, it's one of the better looking liveries. It's very unique.
Yeah.
Something that we have not seen yet. It's essentially, if you took the car, split it down the middle, it's white and black on one side and then black and white on the other side. They just flip the colors. It looks awesome.
It does.
But in still images, it looks way better. When it moves, it was all right.
Really? It probably just looked like a white and black blur.
It did. It looked more chrome than it did white and black. I think that's what everyone's been saying online that I heard, which is, hey, I thought the car was chrome. Why is it just white? I thought there was chrome on this.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about no chrome.
I like the white.
I like the white. Looks good. So we finally have every single livery.
Did Ferrari also announce this week as well? Is that what we're missing too?
I think so, but the Ferrari livery is just the same as last year.
Yeah.
It looks all right. They have big blue on the back for IBM. We can say a lot about these liveries. I think I'm very critical of a lot of them. But give me your top three, and then your favorite, and then your worst.
This is so hard.
I know.
Okay, for the sake of like making time, I just love the alpine colors, but I feel like they never kind of wow me. I feel like they could do so much with that pink and blue, and they just never do. I really, really like Williams. I love the light blue with the white and the dark blue. I think it's really cool. I just don't love the battery. I wish they did something else. I hate the battery ever since they freaking put it on there. Haas, I like Haas. That's it. I'm kind of just tired of red and white. I don't know why. Okay, and then my top 3, we're gonna go third Red Bull.
Okay.
I love the blue. It just reminds me of the old car, like old, like Vettel. Second place.
I believe in you.
This is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Second place is gonna be Cadillac.
Okay.
I really like it, but I did second place because of what you said, and I'm gonna trust you that when it goes fast, it just looks weird.
Maybe it's different on their cameras. The reveal, I don't know if you actually, did you watch the reveal video they posted or just look at the photos?
Just look at the photos.
It's like a dolly. Like the car's not moving, but the camera is like whipping over it. And like it didn't work great in my opinion. So hopefully it looks better actually moving with a still camera. We'll see.
And I'm going to give number 1 to Audi. I don't know what it is about this thing. I saw it today, and I thought it was a McLaren.
You did. You were real confused for a long time.
Yeah. I guess those, like, 4 circles should have told me otherwise. But, dude, the chrome, I don't even know if it's chrome.
I don't think it's chrome. I think it's just
really
silver.
I guess it's supposed to be red, but it looks kind of orange. But even if it's red, it looks so good. Yeah. It looks so, like, simple and, I don't know, it looks good.
All right, that's your favorite.
Yeah.
Audi's your favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your least favorite? What's the worst livery this year?
It's gotta be Ferrari.
All right, we're in agreement.
It's just so boring. Like, they couldn't have done, I don't know. I guess there's not much you can do.
No, there's something you can do. They're Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to really change the iconic red.
Well, they have. They put stupid white over half of the car and put blue stickers on it.
It's not over half the car. It's over, like, the seat.
It looks so bad.
It looks bad.
It looks so bad. Yeah, so I'll start from the bottom, I guess. I hate Ferrari's car. I hated the car last year. I think there's way too much white. Like, I'm fine if there's white on my Ferrari. Sure, that's one of their colors. It looks good occasionally, but it looks like someone took a dump of white over the cockpit, and it just like, we're just gonna stick it here.
I do kind of like this shade of red more than last year's.
The red always looks good.
Okay.
I hate the white. Get rid of the white. HB and IBM enforce having their blue on it, so now you have a horrible white on top of the red, and then you put blue on a Ferrari. Blue is not a Ferrari color, so I'm very aggravated by that. I think like everybody.
Although those light blue Miami things that they do.
That's a special livery.
I know, it looks good.
It does look good.
It looks good.
I'd rather, honestly, if that was just their full livery, it's better. It's not the bottom. It's not the bottom. So 3 of my favorites. I'm gonna stick with Audi. I don't think Audi's my favorite, but I at first I was a hater. I was like, this is too simple, and then I saw all these liveries come out, and I was like, oh, it's looking really clean. Like, it looks a lot. It's very bold in a sense of it's very minimal.
Yeah.
Like, all these cars have so much happening and such grand designs and big swoops and arrows, and we're going to etch it. And this is just, hey, we have a silver car with orange and black. That's about it. It looks so good. It looks so clean. I cannot wait to see it on track.
So I hope it's that orange.
I do too.
Because it's
a good-looking orange.
Yeah.
I love Red Bull's car. I know it's pretty much the car from last year, but they just upped the saturation of the blue. It does a lot of good.
Yeah,
it looks striking. And it looks great. That 3 though for Max hurts my soul as a Danny fan. Daniel Ricciardo, my beloved, what happened to you?
Was he 33 before?
Max was 33 before,
okay,
and now he's 3. Oh, he got permission from Daniel.
He did?
Yeah.
Why did he change it? I like the 33.
I don't know. But my favorite, maybe a shock to you. I adore Haas's livery this year.
It's not a shock. I knew it was going to be Haas.
I love white. White is one of my favorite colors to use in designs. It's just such an easy color to pair things with. Pairing just pretty much an all-white car with just red stripes, like speed lines, the big GR for Gazoo Racing from Toyota on the hood scoop.
Yeah.
Haas and it's so clean. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I don't know what about it all works.
So Cadillac not top 3.
Not top 3.
Okay.
I think top 5, 100%.
Really?
But not top 3 for me. I need to see it in motion. I think the design really hinges on still photos. I got to see the fading of the white to black and the black to white in motion first before I can make that judgment call.
I will say the big TWG on the sides is kind of like throwing me off now.
I wish it just said Cadillac, like some of the liveries. I know people were talking online, they wanted the yellow livery from like IndyCar and stuff they have, but I love more color. I think they're going stealth mode.
Yeah.
They're trying to play that minimalist role. We'll see if it works out in the future. But I'm glad.
Also, some of the you can already tell like the front wings on a lot of these cars look a lot different.
Oh yeah.
And, like between each other, like that you can see like Haas has that big top picture view. Mm-hmm. It looks a lot more different than the Audi one. Yeah.
So that's another good thing about testing is we'll finally get high quality journalistic photos of all these cars. Yeah. So it's not just a livery reveal and you go, I can kind of make out we will find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out who's got it on lock and who nailed this before they done anything.
The biggest, what I don't know about you, but what I'm really looking at is the Aston Martin.
Mm-hmm. I think Aston and Mercedes have the chance to be big shockers this year. Obviously last week.
I don't feel like Mercedes is a shocker, but I would say Aston Martin would be a shocker.
I agree with that. We'll see if Adrian Newey can work his magic.
That's the only thing. And I can, like, the front wing as well. Like, I'm just trying to look at everything that I can see, and the front wing already looks...
He's got his eyes on it.
Yeah.
So those, finally, all the liveries are revealed. I encourage you listening, go take a look at those. Let us know what's your favorite. We're going to have polls up this week asking your favorites. I'm actually going to do that. But for now, my voice needs a break. I need some water. Get up, stretch your legs, get some water, but don't go anywhere. The pit lane will be right back. Welcome back to the pit lane. Hope you got up, stretch your legs, had some water. We're going to jump straight into one of the big things that have changed. I know we're talking about regulations, drivers' moves, liveries, obviously new team. But the way you watch Formula One will change this season. So if you didn't hear, last year Apple TV acquired the exclusive rights for 5 years to F1 in the United States. I would assume everybody listening is in the United States. And if you're my friends from back in Australia listening online, I think you're fine.
Did they even have F1 TV over there?
I don't think they have F1 TV. I watched something on something was called KO Sports through my friend Kieran's subscription.
And like Great Britain has Sky Sports.
Yeah. But for those of us in the US, Apple TV will be your new home for Formula One. I don't fully understand if that means from our research that if you have F1 TV subscription, you get automatically access. But from what I can tell you is that F1 TV will still exist, but you will not get live races. So to watch F1 races live, you have to have an Apple TV Plus membership and watch it through the Apple TV Plus app, which is available on everything.
No, you can watch races on F1 TV. Well, I don't know about races, but you can watch the testing on F1 TV, and on the app, like F1 TV app, but you need to link it to your Apple TV subscription.
All right. So I think, it's very confusing. They don't make it very clear. I've had to compile a bunch of different sources and to figure out what's true. So as far as we're concerned, F1 TV still exists.
And you can use it.
You have to link it.
And you can
to
use
your
it for
Apple
F2,
TV 1.
F3, Academy, all that.
It's very confusing, but for some reason, if you didn't hear, that is the new deal. At some point, you're going to have to buy an Apple TV Plus subscription. They're going to make you do that. At that point, I just have that. Just use that. Like, you're going to get the races. You'll have replays. They'll still have all the onboard cameras, team radio, like everything that we enjoyed will still be on Apple TV. That's just the new home.
I hope it's. Listen, I love F1 TV. I don't want to. I think what they do, like all the features that they had were good. I didn't like the was it interface? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it sucked.
It sucked much. It
And-
was so glitchy when
Yeah.
I was trying to watch the races, like on my phone. Obviously, like even on my TV, like when I downloaded the app, like it was hard to. I don't know. It just looked bad.
Yeah. So obviously this comes after the huge success over the Formula One movie last year. My
is that what it is?
personal favorite movie of last year, released, not in general, but I was a big Formula One fan. So when I watched it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like seeing my favorite thing on the big screen. This is super cool. But that movie obviously has been nominated for Oscars for Best Picture, Sound Design, Score, whatever. And they made a buttload of money off of that. It was like the #1 movie for forever. And Apple's like, hey, let's just do this thing. Like, let's just make this official. Like, and they've have 5 years of this.
I hope it's good. I'm really hopeful. I think it'll be good.
I hope so. And I think this doesn't mean like ESPN isn't broadcasting. You still be able to watch Formula One on ESPN and
think
live.
so?
Pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I think I'm pretty sure. Because last year it was still the same. You could watch ESPN and have F1 TV. Because ESPN was just the partner for I guess normal televised broadcasts.
I don't think it's gonna be on ESPN anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
If only someone published a normal document about this
Yeah,
thing,
just,
outlining
like, tell me.
exactly what we can do with every subscription. Just tell us, bro. They're hiding something.
I think
know they are.
this is all it says, and this is why I don't think it's going to be ESPN. Before the season in the U.S., you could watch Formula One live on ESPN on cable or streaming via the F1 TV platform. For 2026, the new partnership means ESPN will not be able to show any races. Apple is the exclusive broadcast partner. However, you can still use the F1 TV app if you want. More on that below.
Interesting. So it'll be interesting to see the viewership numbers for this season.
I actually got into a como se dice Facebook rant with this rando in the comments talking about like, oh, this is not good for sport, blah, 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 whatever. And I was thinking, I was like, okay, hindsight, like in our day and age, not a lot of people actually own cable anymore.
Nope.
So I don't think it'll affect a lot of the people that actually watch F1, and I also don't think a lot of the people that actually watch F1 care. Mm-hmm. Like they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, I'll just buy Apple TV. Like instead of paying for F1 TV, I'll just pay for Apple TV, and now you get extra shows and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. Not only do you get F1, when you buy Apple TV Plus, you get all of their exclusive shows and movies, which includes the F1 movie to Ted Lasso, the TV show Shrinking, Severance, some of the biggest, most revered shows and movies of the last 5 years. Now you just get for about the same, maybe a little less than an F1 TV Plus Pro subscription. About the same?
Yeah.
That's, to me, great value for money.
I think it's a good deal.
Apple has experience broadcasting huge sports. They have MLB and MLS.
Yeah.
So they have experience doing these live broadcasts. They already have a template from F1 TV. They're obviously partnered with them. They're just going to take all of their stuff, essentially, and just hopefully do it better.
Yeah.
And if you have Apple products, you're going to benefit from the ecosystem. It'll be the best viewing experience in terms of lag.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it'll still be very good because, again, they're just on a different level when it comes to their actual experiences.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just feel like their technology is better.
Yeah, they just have more. I don't know. I don't understand it.
But that's like the best way I could describe it. But yeah, I agree. Like, I've watched MLS on the Apple TV app, and it's like a better viewing experience than like even Peacock.
Yeah. The thing I loved watching, like, take MLB for example, is Apple obviously owns Apple Music. They already have licenses with every single major record label.
Oh,
they
really?
played licensed songs. They didn't have to cut away to broadcast. They could sit there and watch stuff. So maybe that means we'll get better licensed music. I don't know where they would put that in. I don't know where in Formula One I don't need a background score for the race.
I hope no commercials. ESPN had commercials.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't watch ESPN last year.
Also, for the folk who only speak Spanish, I hope they have like a Spanish broadcast too. Because ESPN had a Spanish broadcast. So did F1 TV.
I'm sure.
Or not even just Spanish, they had like French.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't change that. I think that's
You think so?
I
I mean,
think
if
so.
they keep everything that like production wise that
Yeah.
F1 TV had, then I don't see why it wouldn't change.
I mean, like, maybe Apple add their own little things. I guarantee there'll be some feature Apple ad. It's like, oh, this is the first time we've done this in Formula One. But I think they're just going to take, why would you change something that's worked?
Yeah.
Now they just have all the rights to it.
And a better interface.
And a better, like, it makes more sense. But I think this is a good thing for the sport. I think you're growing the audience. I think it's going to be higher quality. Because before you had to pay $200 something if you want 4K and have more than 4 screens going.
Did you actually?
The base subscription was like $130 a year, something like that.
I stopped using F1 TV.
And it was like 1080p, and which is fine on a phone, on laptop. But I put it on my TV. I want the highest quality I can get and the max frame rate. They don't do that. Apple TV, everything they put out is 4K HDR, ULD, whatever the funny little digits are. Like, it's going to be the best viewing experience you can get for a sport.
I also hope that they keep some of the things that ESPN had. For example, like F1 TV wouldn't give you. Well, actually, I don't know because I stopped watching it this last year, but it wouldn't give you pit wall talks.
Occasionally it would.
Like ESPN did it every
Yeah.
practice session, every qualifying, every race, and I really like that.
Yeah, Sky Sport was an international broadcaster for Formula One, which is what I would listen to because I liked their commentators better.
Yeah.
They would occasionally have a interview with Zach Brown or I'm forgetting other names of people. Anyways,
they had the Williams guy a lot.
yeah, James Vowles. They would occasionally interview them, but it wouldn't be all the time. It'd be like every now and then. So hopefully it's something they can do better. They have unlimited access. I think this is just the beginning of more American companies getting involved with the sport and making it a better viewing experience. And hopefully that stays primarily viewing and monetary, and they don't start dipping into taking control of Formula One. Because the last thing we need as fans is another sport to be monopolized and ripped for profit in the U.S.
But also this could be good for like we get better like more like I don't want to say like I don't really want any more big city races like Miami or like Vegas. I hope we get another race here that's not like one of those type of cities. Like I like Austin, the Austin races.
Austin race is good.
Yeah.
I think we're in for bad luck. I think Chicago is the next U.S. city
I know.
that's going to get a race.
I know.
I really want a California race. I think that'd be sick.
I want like Kentucky or something.
The Kentucky Derby. They're going straight to the track. Yeah,
but you
so
know what I'm saying? Like I don't
yeah.
want any of those like big city stuff.
Yeah, so I think obviously everything we've talked about is cobbled together information. Hopefully they publish a actual thing soon before the season starts. We can actually figure out what do we get with the subscriptions.
I'll be buying the subscription this week.
That's good. All right.
Or I guess today, so I can watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, I already have it, so I don't have to buy it.
Oh yeah, so we'll tell you next week.
We'll tell you next week. We'll figure. We'll write something down. We'll be the ones that publish it.
I do think you might still need the F1 TV app to watch like replays and stuff.
I think so. But again, everything we know is speculative. We'll at least know by next week because we'll have a week of actual content. But yeah, well, hopefully this marks as something pretty great for F1 in the U.S. Maybe a harder push for the American market, get viewership up, which increases funding, which increases Cadillac's ability to win,
and be better for F1.
And be better for F1 in general.
Yeah.
But we're going to leave it there for this week's episode of The Pit Lane. My voice is slowly starting to go. I'm not going to talk that much.
Yeah.
I think the weather changed. It was like 70 degrees yesterday, and now it was cold. So my body's freaking out, not knowing what it's doing. It's like, why are you talking for an hour? What the heck, man? So we're going to leave it there. Thank y'all so much for listening to The Pit Lane this week. Next week, we'll have so much more to talk about. We'll finally have testing and information, and then we'll be on the cusp of more testing information in only 2 weeks out from racing.
That's crazy.
So we'll see you right back here on KTXD 88.1 FM, The Raider, next Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m. on The Pit Lane. Thank you all so much for listening.